My name is Judith. I'm the Managing Director of Branky Marketing. Branky Marketing is a consulting company started in 2008. One of the products that we have that's related to mobile marketing is a mobile content brand called Mobile Poa, which we launched in June 2009. Our subscriber base is growing phenomenally. We have a very big following of consumers who are interested in downloading our ringtone, games, wallpapers, and information services. And we are setting the scene, getting ready for bigger things in mobile marketing in Kenya. I'm a career marketer. I started my career with Unilever. I worked with Unilever for 12 years, both locally and internationally. And then I moved on to Coca-Cola, where I was heading up marketing for the East African region for a period of 2 years. But I've always had a passion to do my own thing. I've always wanted to be an entrepreneur. Even when I was working with Unilever and Coca-Cola, I was always, I used to get intrigued by what entrepreneurs out there were doing. So eventually I decided it's time to quit and actually drive my energy towards my passion, which is to do my own thing. And I'd encourage anyone out there who has an interest or an idea that they think is a good concept that can have legs and have a reason to give people to buy into your idea. I'd encourage you to research it, understand the market, understand competition out there, and eventually follow your dreams. That's what I'm doing, and I'm loving it. As I said, I worked with big multinationals for quite a while, and as I did that, I was saving towards starting my own company. I never wanted to start out a company by getting a loan. Sometimes it's difficult to start without getting a loan, but in my case, I saved up to be able to do this. I had some little money to invest in, and that's what I did. I think in life the biggest challenges that you get is possibly meeting up with people who don't necessarily share your vision, and you come across disappointments, but you also get others who believe in your passion, and even though they're not in a place to join you in achieving that dream, at least they do encourage you. But a lot of times you find discouragement along the way in life, but you should never ever allow yourself to be discouraged. I honestly believe that there is no limitation in being a woman in the business world, in any profession. I think what people out there are looking for are, the skill, the competencies, the drive to do whatever it is that you want, and as well as high levels of integrity, and you'll actually be okay. I don't think being a woman is in any way inhibiting. I think it's in people's minds, and you've got to prove them wrong along the way. I'm a strong believer in God, first of all, because I believe everything that happens because God has planned it, and all you do is actually follow through that, and obviously you've got to work hard. I'm a firm believer in high levels of integrity. I'm a firm believer in doing the right thing always, and doing what you would have other people do to you or do for you. Also a firm believer in going for your dreams, whatever that dream is, even if it's at a very small level, like you just want to own a kiosk that sells whatever goods that you want to sell, and that's your firm, the dream you have at that point in time. I'm a firm believer that you should follow that through, and that is where you're gonna grow from, as opposed to saying it's too small, I'll never make it. Even the big supermarket chains, even the big millionaires that we know in America, they all started from somewhere small. And I believe that for every successful business, somebody woke up after dreaming, they implemented it, and they went through a lot of difficulties, but they were very resilient and persistent, and that's why today anyone can look back at those businesses and say there's someone who drove them. It just didn't happen. No business just happened. One thing I believe in life is that everything you want is only 6 degrees away from you. Everything is only 6 degrees away from you. If you want to go to Disneyland in America and you don't know how to go about it, you only need to think about exactly, the amount of money that you need, And you start, in that way, you start looking for an estate agent, or bringing for a travel agent that can give you the good deal that you're looking for. You only need to start thinking of the people in America who live around Disneyland, and you might discover that you know a friend who has a colleague or a relative who knows exactly how to go about going to Disneyland. That's one thing. The other thing is that I totally believe that in life you will get rejections, and I think the third rejection, in my opinion, is the final rejection. You get rejected one time, just know it's still part of the process. You get rejected second time, still don't give up. By the time you're getting the third rejection, you know so much more and so much to help you to overcome that rejection, that you only just, it's a matter of time. 3 rejections and the next one is a success. That's my family. Yeah. I'm a very, generally very happy person, and it makes me sad when I just see people being dull because they are not able to do the things that they like to do. I don't like laziness. I prefer to just wake up and push myself, and I want to believe that life is not easy, that people have got to wake up and drive themselves. It's never easy in anything. I never look at anyone and say, oh, they are so lucky. No one is lucky. It's all effort and being accountable and being responsible and being driven. It's never just luck. So I'm actually married with 3 kids. My firstborn son is 11 years old, a 7-year-old daughter, and another 1.5-year-old daughter. My husband is very supportive in this, and he encouraged me all the way to get into it. I love swimming because of the age in which my kids are at. I spend a lot of time with them, obviously, and they have very different ages, so we go to the movies with the older ones. They are big swimmers, so we spend a lot of time in swimming training and swimming competitions and taking them on holidays. We love holidays a lot. Every year we go on holiday minimum of twice a year, somewhere at least far out of town. And yeah, that's how I spend my time. I like to read as well a lot. I read inspirational books. I don't like novels. I just like books that inspire me to be a better person. I like, funny enough, I think there's still a kid in me, so I like to read my kids' storybooks. It's a big part of my life. Every evening or wherever I can, at least 3 times in a week, I read a storybook for them. And I think I enjoy it as much as they do, which is quite silly but true. I see myself at the very, very forefront of driving mobile marketing business in Africa. That's where I see myself. I see my company being one of the leading digital companies in Africa. And that's why I quit Coca-Cola at the time that I did, before the mobile explosion happened. I want to be when it's even just happening. Yeah, that's where I see myself. I'll just play with my phone.